So the fridge is dried out and aired out, and it smells much better. It was a little musty, odd smelling in here. So it's not the greatest quality fridge, but I mean, it'll work for what our purposes are. So now what you can see down here over in the corner is there's actually a hole that goes straight down through the bottom. What we're going to do is we're going to try and clean that up a little bit, and then we're going to go through and we're going to run cables in here. Now on this side, you see that I have this guardrail here. When we take that out, it's going to actually look exactly the same as the other side. So the purpose of doing that is to basically make it so that we're going to run this side. We'll have the thermostat run through. So then that way that can be separate from anything that's running power, which will run through up on this side. So we're going to start doing the power stuff, which is why we have this rail off. And let's figure out what we're going to do to go through and kind of give that a nice cleaning up. So I was concerned that that was actually something that we needed to clean up, but it's actually just that spray foam stuff, which is what we're going to use to seal things up anyway. So we're not going to worry about cleaning that up. We're just going to move on to pulling some wires through. All right. So I have some of our supplies out here that we're going to need. So this is the box that's going to go through, and it's our AC/DC box adapter here, right? So that's going to go underneath of this. But just to kind of get a size check, I wanted to come in here and pull this up along here. And you can see that if it comes up to this same point here, we really don't have that much space. So what I think we're going to have to do is split these two adapters here, and we're going to have to use something like this, actually flipped and soldered together to give us just a little bit of extra reach here. Because if we go through and we connect this end to this, solder these two together here, and then plug this end into the splitter, I think what you'll see here is we actually have at least an extra foot or more. And that'll allow us to go through and do things a little more appropriately. So luckily I do have plenty of these laying around, so we will take one and solder them together. And then I'll use another one to hook the wire to the fan. So what that means is the light, if we look over here on the side, right, you can see here that there used to be some plating here. So what we're going to try and do is go through here, push this back to plug in the light, and then try and get this guy taped around here so that he can receive the IR stuff. All right. So let's see where we go from here. All right. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is, since we know that we need some of these soldered together, we'll solder this together. I'm going to cut the fan and wire it together. And we're going to use this stuff to test. So we're going to go back inside and do some soldering.